The problem here is saying that we have the circular star and that we have, I'm going to do a little highlighting for us, we have 10 angles in the center and that they're all congruent. And we want to find a handful of those. And then we're asked how many are not isosceles. We're going to come back to that at the very end. So if I have 10 angles coming around here, and they're all the exact same measure and they're making a circle, then I can just do 360 divided by 10. So I know right away that this angle has to be 36 degrees. And then I'm gonna look just at this isosceles triangle. So the next thing I know is that, hey, if that's 36, then I can really easily subtract that 36, cut it in half, and have each of those two base angles. So these are each 72. And my picture tells me, hey, this is 72 as well. And B is also 36. Okay, so B is also 36. I have a choice here now. I can subtract from 180 to find C, or I can say, hang on, I have two angles the same in this triangle that match up with two angles from here, so I know the last one has to be 72 as well. If you would rather subtract to check, that's just fine. It's a little bit slower, but if it makes sense for you, that's A-okay. I'm gonna go ahead and look at D now. Okay? D and that 72-degree angle make a linear pair, so D has to be supplementary with that, which means it's gonna add up to 108. If this is 108, okay, and these triangles are the same, then that's isosceles. So to find E, I'm going to do 180 minus 108, and then cut that in half, and I get 36 degrees. Maybe. All right, and my pencil doesn't want to work, but 36 should be E. All right, then they ask us how many triangles aren't isosceles. So we're gonna look at all of the triangles that we know and see if we can find any that aren't isosceles. So this first one we found with letter A in it, right away it's marked isosceles. We know it's isosceles. Okay. Then the two in the top, so B and that other angle, or that other triangle rather, are identical, and each of them ended up being isosceles. Because they're the same size, that means the side lengths that are touching between D and E, that little triangle with the 108 in between, is also going to be isosceles. So there are 0 triangles in there that aren't isosceles. All of them have to be isosceles.